50 million Americans live with some type of mental health condition, and about 6 million Americans are suffering from dementia. For years, we've reported on how the bacteria in the body contributes to brain health. Well, new discoveries in this science reveal steps you can take to protect your body and your mind. CBN medical reporter Lori Johnson explains.
This new research shows species of bacteria common in the gut have been found in healthy human brains. This leads scientists to now believe about half the cells in our bodies are human, with the other half being made up of bacteria and other microbes. For the last 10 years, Dr. Steven Gundry has recommended patients balance their gut microbiome between good and bad bacteria in the intestines. In addition to better overall physical health, he also noticed the bonus of improved mental health.
Almost everybody, either without my prompting, after 6 months or so, would say, I've weaned myself off of antidepressants. I don't need them anymore. And one of the things that almost every one of them said was, you won't believe how much better my brain works now. I had no idea, how much fog I was in.
This prompted Dr. Gundry to look closer at the link between our brain health and bacteria in our bodies. In his new book, The Gut-Brain Paradox, Gundry reveals his discovery of specific intestinal bacteria that affect the production of neurotransmitters, our body's chemical messengers.
But there are absolutely different bacteria in our gut that associate with being depressed or being anxious, number one, and we can identify those bacteria, and they get out of balance with the other bacteria in our gut.
The same is true when it comes to our cravings.
There are bacteria, alterations in the microbiome in our intestines that drive addictions to like nicotine, to alcohol, to even hard drugs like morphine or fentanyl. And what's really fascinating is you can actually identify these bacteria.
Gundry's research also included diet's impact on Alzheimer's disease. In a study comparing Nigerians carrying the APOE4 so-called Alzheimer's gene to people in America with it, fewer Nigerians developed Alzheimer's.
The diet between these two areas was completely different. And so it was the diet of these people that made the difference in the outcome.
Gundry says a standard American diet can perforate or tear the intestines, allowing substances to leak out, triggering chronic inflammation, including in the brain.
Parkinson's, for instance, comes from the gut, not starting in the brain. Alzheimer's comes from the gut, not starting in the brain. And so we've really done a complete 180 flip over how we should go about, preventing these diseases and how we should go about treating these diseases.
Recommendations from that flip include consuming probiotic foods and drinks, which contain live bacteria and are often fermented. Next, feed that bacteria high-fiber foods like fruits and vegetables and whole grains. Gundry issues a warning, however, about foods containing lectins like tomatoes, wheat, and beans.
I can heal the wall of your gut. I can stop it being leaky. But if you keep swallowing razor blades, which are lectins, you'll just slice it right back open.
Gundry notes that proper preparation of certain foods can reduce lectin content to safe levels.
The more you stay away from grain products, except sorghum and millet, the more you use pressure-cooked beans, and there's several companies like Eden and Jovial that pressure-cook their beans, and the more you peel and de-seed tomatoes and peppers and even white potatoes, the better you're going to do.
In addition to paying attention to the bacteria in our gut, Dr. Gundry recommends us to maintain good oral health.
We know there's strong association between certain bacteria in the mouth and developing brain fog and dementia. Because if you think about it, the mouth and nose is right next to the brain.
He recommends we regularly brush, floss, and visit the dentist. Finally, don't forget the bacteria on our skin.
Our skin has over 700 different species of bacteria. In fact, every orifice that communicates with the outside world has its own species of bacteria.
He recommends cleaning our bodies with regular soap and water, but not stripping them of all bacteria.
One of the worst things you can do is use antibacterial soaps.
So, as we've consistently reported, all bacteria is not bad. And the latest science reveals while only some can do harm, others are quite helpful for maintaining a healthy body and mind. Lori Johnson, CBN News.
Well, we absolutely have been talking about building a better gut for a long time. Kimchi is one of my favorite ways to do it. But whole milk yogurt that is, it's got active cultures, as long as you see that on the package. That's a go-to to build a better gut. But we've got a booklet for you. It's absolutely free. It's called Build a Better Gut. To get your copy, all you have to do is call us, 1-800-700-7000, or you can go to cbn.com, or you can text gut health. That's a long text, but text gut health to 41444. We'll send you a copy. We'll send you either immediately as an email PDF, or we'll mail you the booklet, your choice. But get informed of how to live healthy, eat healthy, and be healthy, and it will absolutely make a difference in your life. So if you want it, you can call 1-800-700-7000.